Finding purpose, man. Finding purpose. I always tell myself that. Where do I find my purpose? Is it in the mosque? Is it in the church? Is it with Allah? Is it with Jesus? Is it in the Quran? Is it in the Bible? Where is it? Is it in careers? Is it in money? Is it in women? I always ask myself this. Where is it? Where really is it? My purpose, my meaning. Buddha said to live is to suffer, to survive is to find meaning in the suffering, right? To live is to suffer, to survive is to find meaning in the suffering. Wow. Would you look at that? Would you look at Buddha? Always with that wisdom. you know, I always ask myself, I used to be really religious before, man, really. Now I find myself, then I went to spirituality, then I went to the matrix. And now we're just at the point where like none of this really matters. I don't really care where I am because I just want to enjoy. And that's fine. Why does it have to be any more than that? Sometimes I tell myself, your purpose, Lamar, your purpose is just, you know, be a good person. That's your purpose. That's your meaning in this life. To be a good person to others, to help others. Whether that's good or not, or whether that gets you a Lambo or not, I told myself that's your purpose. That's your meaning. Doesn't have to be that's all there is, but that's there. You know? It's a scary life, man. Sometimes for me it gets hard to get out of bed, brush my teeth in the morning, at night, you know? Just losing purpose, losing meaning, and turning 27, you feel like where is this all going? Where is this all really going to? Why wake up? Why do all this? For what? For who? You know? Just to pay the government? Just to pay rent? Just to get a better place? Help the family, right? It gets overwhelming. It gets overwhelming really fast. And the Instagram and the Snapchat and all this YouTube, all the social media and internet really, really, really messed up people, right? And left people without a purpose. I mean, before, if you were average, I mean, obviously things were cheaper and stuff like that. But like, you would just get married, and a woman would just get married. They would have kids, and that was it. And you would just raise them, and a simple life like that. And now with women in the workforce and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of amazing, educated, women, successful businessmen that are women. Amazing. There's nothing wrong with that. I love it. I love that. But I think it gave a lot of women kind of like this void in their life. So I think we all know women do want to be wives and mothers deep down. It's a scary thing, man. You know. Sometimes, man, when you're in a dark place and you feel like you've been buried, you've been planted. And you just gotta water the seeds, bro. You just gotta water the seeds and just come up. It might take 1 year. It might take 10 years. But what I can say is when you come in after 10 years, your roots is gonna be strong and the wind can't shake you. And the other trees and the other plants, they probably got there in 1 year, but the wind just takes them. The water just takes them, man. You know? Gotta have that strong foundation. You just gotta build on it. Maybe just having friends, maybe just being that cool friend, or maybe that therapist friend, or that mom friend, or dad friend, or whatever. Or maybe it's just about being the car guy, or whatever, the horse guy, the sports guy, whatever. I see it every day in my life, man. It's funny to me, because you understand like the whole, you know, how the whole matrix runs and how people work, but I guess everyone just needs something to keep them going. And it's like you see one guy talking about the gym, one guy talking about swimming, one guy with animals, one guy about his relationship, one guy about his car, one guy this. I'm like, man, this shit is amazing, but the shit is like getting to the point where like I can see through it all, you know? But that's when I kind of realized like, life is pointless because it's gonna end one day, but then that gives it worth too, because it's gonna end one day. But I said since it's pointless and it doesn't really matter, I'm gonna just take it easy. I'm gonna just take it easy. I don't need to do more than that, and I don't got to do less than that. But that's it for this one, guys.